What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Finding the Fantastic podcast show. Also, Finding the Fantastic Education, where we come together weekly and talk about life, issues, stereotypes, soft skills, social and emotional intelligence, and all that stuff that we're all just going through every day, especially now in 2020 with the global pandemic going on. Anywho, one of the things I get asked a lot is like communication. Colleen, you're really great at communication. Really great at like explaining things a certain way to people and so that they get it. One of the reasons I'm good at it is because of my learning disabilities, because I read body language and things. But another very profound reason why I am good at communication, it's also a downfall, but is because I ask. I'm very blunt. I'm very forward. I ask what's going on. I ask how can we fix things? How do we need to do this? How do we need to do that? And so many people go through life and they don't ask a simple question. What do we need? What do you need from me? What's going on? The first question before you ask the person what's wrong is that you need to determine is it worth it? Is it worth asking and having a conversation to continue a relationship? Whether it be an employee-work relationship, whether it be a partner relationship, a sibling relationship, a family relationship, is it worth it? Because sometimes it's not worth it. If it's not worth it, don't put forth the time and energy going to it. In fact, you should probably be going the other way. You should be backing up a little bit, doing a little back pedal, okay? Chill out, right? But if it is worth it, that means you need to seriously sit down and go, what do I need to do to make the other person realize, one, that they're worth it to me, that I want to invest, okay? That they do matter to me, okay? People do matter genuinely all the time. However, in a one-on-one relationship, that other person sometimes just need to know they matter to you. They just need to know, hey, you mean a lot to me. You're worth it to me. This friendship, this connection, this relationship is important. And this is applicable not just to personal, but also to work-related relationships. So many employees out there feel undervalued. Okay. And they can feel undervalued for a plethora of different reasons, whether it be not getting the promotion they wanted or not having the salary they want. But a lot of the times they feel undervalued just because the leader didn't communicate that they are valuable. The manager didn't go out of their way to say, hey, you're a valuable member of this team. And I just want you to know that we are super lucky and appreciate having you. Like, it's a simple, mind-blowing concept that people just don't get. They don't understand, okay? They think it's got to be some grandiose, action, or it's got to be high dollar value. When the reality is sometimes, most of the times, it's just words. It's just communicating to someone how much they matter to you and how important they are to you. And then once you communicate that to them, the follow-up should always be, how can I make you feel more valuable? Or, what do I not do to make you feel valuable? And then you sit and you wait because the other person has to talk. Your goal is to get all the emotions the other person is feeling and have you hear them. You want to pull that out of them. So in a work relationship, I'm sorry, managers, you're supposed to be leaders. When you ask them what they need to feel valued, you actually have to sit back and listen to them. And you can't listen to them and go, well, I do this and I do that and I do this. Because you're a leader, you're a manager. You have the responsibility to be the bigger person, to cater and take care of your employees, okay? If it's a personal relationship, if it's worth it to you, then you are saying, I will be the bigger person, and be quiet and listen to what's going on. You're going to hear how you don't make them feel valuable, and it's going to sting a little bit. It's going to hurt a little bit. You're going to go, well, I do this and I do that. You want me to do this too? Well, maybe doing this and doing that isn't the thing they needed. What they needed was exactly what they just told you they needed, right? We make it super complicated, and yes, people are super complicated. But the hardest part is getting them to communicate clearly what it is they need. And then once you sit down and figure it out, the end result is usually pretty simple. Most of the times, it's just an encouraging word or reassuring feedback. People don't reassure each other enough. Just to hear a genuine, I love you, or a genuine, you're valuable and matter to me, and I appreciate you in my life, go so far. And people don't get it. You know, everybody's always in the work world, they're always about the 1 year review. That's where employees can either hear if they've done great or done awful. But in my mind, you're never going to get anywhere or grow anywhere by just doing that. You should be telling that employee every day how valuable they are to your company, to your team. And if the value is slowly fading, then you should be having conversations with them every day, seeing what's going on, having them communicate to you. Most managers put out reports because they think they need to be sharing all of this grandiose strategy and information, when the reality is the human on the other side in the field doing the work has that information, and you should be listening more than you should be spewing out words. It works well for the work environment. It works well for a relationship environment. That even works well for a teaching environment. Okay? Teachers are there to give out tons of information, right? They're there to put out all of this education they have on a variety of different topics. But who's to say the person on the other end is going to absorb it unless you know where the person on the other end is and how they're doing and what's going on? Because humans are diverse and complex. So there you go. That's my blah, blah, blah for today, whatever you want to call it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please share the podcast. If you're looking to take social intelligence or emotional intelligence 101, you can go to colleen.shoemaker.podia.com. There's a lot of dots in there, but it's the World Wide Web. And sign up. Take a class. Enjoy it. Give me some feedback. Gotta go. Bye.